Hi, I'm Sheena Harrison. As companies work to manage reputational risks from cyber breaches, product recalls, and other issues, it's important for companies to develop a crisis communication plan that can ease concerns from customers, shareholders, and the public at large. Experts recently discussed best practices for managing crisis communications during the Hines Symposium, an annual event sponsored by the Chicago chapter of the Risk and Insurance Management Society. Andrew Moyer, Vice President of Crisis and Risk Management at Edelman in Chicago, said many companies have crisis management plans, but often fail to keep them updated.
More often than not, there's something. Most of the time, that something is probably a file or a folder on the shelf that's gotten a little dusty, hasn't been updated. Maybe nobody even knows it's there. There's typically something you can work from. The challenges tends to be that you haven't tested on it, you haven't practiced it, people don't have a clearly defined understanding of what their role or responsibility is in a crisis.
Brian Graves, spokesman for Oswego Community Schools in Illinois, said he plans for crises by comparing notes with colleagues at other school districts that have faced situations such as gun violence. By doing so, Mr. Graves said his school district has stayed ahead of various problems, even if the school district hasn't dealt with a specific emergency.
We have practice. Each school practices various crisis situations. Unannounced, some things are announced, but whatever the situation is, you will not see a situation in our district where a school goes a semester or the school year without having practiced lining up the fire drills, the abduction type drills, and things of that nature, so that when it does rear its ugly head, it won't just be brand new to everyone. So trust and practice are very important.
Rhonda Barnett, Managing Director of Abernathy McGregor Group in New York, said companies in crisis should communicate what principles they stand for and decide in advance who's going to be the company's public spokesperson if a problem arises.
Who is the face? In fact, should there be a face? More and more, if we put the CEO out there, we are saying this is the most important issue there is. And heaven forbid that the CEO, even for the best reasons, says something that's not accurate. I think that's the biggest risk that we see.
That's it for this week's episode of Business Insurance in Focus. For more of our coverage on managing reputational risks, visit our website at businessinsurance.com.